Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn. I am the owner of the business Nocturnal Witchcraft. Before we get into the video, just a little announcement that everything on my website and my Patreon is all 31% off. It is my 31 days of Halloween sale that includes readings, spell workings, and every single Patreon tier. So I will have the links down below in the description for you to go check those out. And let's get into the video. So today I just wanted to go into very basic ways to banish, cleanse, protect, and ward. Now this could go for yourself, this can go for your home, your car, your job, it can go for your bank account, your diary, or just anything that's personal to you. It could be you yourself, anything that you want, right? Anything that you need to banish, cleanse, protect, and ward. So starting with banishing. Banishing is basically the act of getting rid of something, just completely pushing it out and no longer having it near you, on you, attached to your space, in your space, stuff like that. When you banish, you can do like a little banish cleanse and have some incense or something like that, maybe a little smoke pot to your smoke cleansing. Going in a counterclockwise motion is great for banishing and just kind of getting rid of all of that energy. If you are somebody who does spell work or like writes petitions, folding the petition away from you can symbolize as an act of banishment. So writing something down that you want to let go of, that you no longer want attached to you or a part of you or a part of your space or anything, you're writing it down and then folding it away from you and then burning it is an act of banishment. Also, if you do spell work, black candles are great for banishment. I said this in my last beginner witchcraft type of video where I talked about candle color meanings and candle flame meanings. So if you're interested in that, go check that one out too. Some great herbs that are really easy to find that are great for banishment include yarrow, black pepper, basil, cloves, tobacco if you're of age. It can also include thyme. So these are very common like household seasonings or herbs that you would be able to find fairly easily. Next, on to our cleansing section. Some great ways to cleanse is white candles. White candles are great for cleansing and purification. They're also good for protection, but most people like to use them for cleansing and purification. At least I do. You can take cleansing showers. Having that running water is really good to symbolize just all of that energy that you no longer want on you. Just imagining it just washing away and completely cleansing you of that energy. If you are somebody who likes to get outside, go out in nature, the wind is great for cleansing. Rainwater is great for cleansing, or just standing out in the rain. And snow water is great for cleansing. I would not recommend you going to stand out in the snow. Okay, don't do that. But collecting snow and turning it into snow water, filtering it, make sure there's nothing gross, no bacterias or anything in it, and then using that to cleanse is top notch. Some ingredients you can use for cleansing include salt, of course. It can also include oak bark, pine needle, parsley, palo santo, lemon, it's a very common one, frankincense, and even fern. Someone's playing music and it's so loud. I don't know if you can hear that. I think it's Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. Okay, I think it was a car because I heard it kind of like fade away. Um, so anyways, going into protection. So protection, this can be like going not counterclockwise, but going clockwise. That kind of symbolizes things being attracted or bringing things in towards you, so you can bring things in like protection into your space and onto yourself. You can use white or black candles. You can also use gold candles or light blue candles. If you are somebody who's like really creative and you really like making art, whether that be music, poetry, paintings, drawings, things like that, you can actually utilize that in protecting yourself and your space. I got one of those like little wooden circle things, canvases that you paint on and then hang up in your home. And I created my own sigil to help protect my home, and I have it hanging up on the wall. So you can do stuff like that, and you can put herbs in with the paint. That's what I did. You can put herbs in with the paint and paint with it. 10 out of 10 recommend. Some herbs that you can use for protection include blackberry, cedar, cinnamon, cumin, coriander, garlic, nutmeg, and even onion. Next, on to warding. Warding is basically the act of keeping something away from you. So protection is protecting yourself from it. So like it may come and try to hit you, try and come and, try to interfere with anything, but you're protected so nothing really happens, right? But when you're warding, it'll come to hit you, bounce right back off. Like it won't even touch your space, right? If you ward properly. So warding, and candles, black is usually my go-to candle when I'm doing warding spells. I also like to use gray because you can create defensive wards, and gray is great for defense. Like I said, with protection, you can create art in general, and instead of protection, use it for wards, or you can use it for protection and wards. Either way works. Some ingredients that are great for warding include bone set, cedar wood, daffodils, irises, mint. All three of those are really great for wards when you plant them around your home. Pothos is known as like a living ward. It's actually one of my favorite plants. You can also use honesty or white/black pepper. It really doesn't matter which one you use, but both are really great for warding. You can also use crossroads dirt. So crossroads dirt is obviously a dirt that you get at the center of a crossroads. I personally would prefer to get mine from a four-way crossroads. So things that you can do with all four of these, all four Banish, Cleanse, Protect, and Ward, include simmer pots, oils, powders, sprays. You don't always have to do spell work. You don't always have to have big rituals and all of that stuff. You can really do something simple as a spray. If you are going to do a spray, I would recommend using an alcoholic base. You want to have an extra component to it as well as a certain smell. You can use Florida water. I'll get my bottle right now and show you. So something like this, a lot of witches, including myself, use this. I love it. I love the way that it smells. It's really great for just putting on some quick protection. It's also great for cleansing as well. So for cleansing or protection sprays, if you want to use Florida water, that's a great ingredient. It's also an alcoholic base, so it's good. For oils, you can use bases like grapeseed oil, olive oil, or I think even canola oil. I believe all three of those oils have some neutral properties about them, so you don't necessarily have to pay attention to what kind of oil you're making with that, if you know what I mean. Like if you use canola oil in a protection and a cleansing oil, like two separate oils, but you both use canola oil, it's not gonna change anything. It's not gonna do anything. It's very neutral. You can use it for whatever. So yeah, I hope this was informational. Sorry, my cat's scratching. I hope this was very informational. I hope you learned something from this. And I'm not really sure what my next video is going to be. I'm kind of thinking of ideas as I kind of go along. I really want to make this kind of a series to help people, to help beginner witches out there. There was so much misinformation when I started my journey, and I had to learn and unlearn and relearn and do all of that stuff, and it was just an absolute mess. Same for a lot of witches out there like myself. So I just want to make these videos to kind of help you guys out there. And I mean, don't just take what I'm saying. Definitely do your own research, see for yourself. I am just here to be a helpful step along the way. So, yeah. Other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.